So I'm a little late to the party, but so Renan Barao didn't make weight for UFC 177. Actually, worse than that. What could be worse than that? He didn't even make it to the weigh-in for UFC 177. If your head has been in a cloud or in a ditch or I don't know what the heck, let me catch you up. So UFC 177 was coming around, also known as UFC, the cursed card, and basically we're all pumped up. I mean, you know, all these changes, such and such is hurt, we gotta switch this fight from this card to the next one, we gotta save the card somehow, but at the very least we're getting a good rematch, getting Renan Barao, ex-champion versus new champion TJ Dillashaw. And what happens? Well, it's like a deja vu. You see, Renan Barao lost the title to TJ Dillashaw. One of the many reasons given, he had a bad weight cut. You know, didn't feel good, was tired, didn't really recuperate from it. It was just too bad. He didn't have enough time. It was a quick turnaround. And, you know, like, need my rest, but quick turnaround. And then there was the underestimating TJ Dillashaw, because before winning the title, he was not TJ Dillashaw. He was TJ who? I mean, you couldn't even find the guy on the UFC Undisputed game. Literally, it was TJ who. Besides being from Alpha Male, there was nothing about him that people in general knew, unless you were hardcore in MMA. Now, because he lost his title due to one of those three reasons, which the general consensus is it's a combination of the three, he decided that the best idea is 3 months later, 12 weeks, 3 months later, some people would say that's a quick turnaround, he would challenge again, do his rematch, and, you know, go through another weight cut, and, you know, because TJ Dillashaw wasn't that good, so 3 months, quick weight cut, quick, you know, training camp, turn it right around again after just getting the holy heck beat out of him for 5 rounds. I can do it again in just 12 weeks. Amen. So what happened? This time, instead of letting TJ Dillashaw like hit him silly for 5 rounds before knocking him out, he decided the bathroom tub is going to knock me silly and not allow me to go through this ridiculousness. Now, don't get me wrong. Renan Barao, to me, is a beast. When Dana White was saying, pound for pound, one of the best fighters in the world, I was right there with him, and I still am. I believe Renan Barao is one of the best fighters in the world. The guy goes in there, and when he's on, he is beast mode, beginning to end, which is usually a quick, violent end. But what happened? Obviously, his nutritionist is not taking good care of him. He's making these weight cuts that are too difficult for him. He's a muscular guy, and when you have a lot of muscle, it's hard to lose that water weight. You start losing electrolytes, your body shuts down and just stops losing. We've heard Dana White say that he got to 138 and his body shut down. So what happened? Well, he was getting up from the bathtub trying to get those last 3 pounds off on the day of the weigh-ins, and his body shut down. He fainted. Well, not so much fainted, but like shut down, hit his head, had to be taken to the hospital, and automatically that takes him off the card and put Joe Soto in, who, by the way, gave a great fight. Joe Soto, stock way up in the UFC. First of all, for taking it on short notice. Second of all, for making that fight interesting. Now, Renan Barao has gone from unbeaten in 9 years, beast mode incarnate, basically an energizer bunny of knockouts. The man was amazing, and from that, and you know, being the champion, undisputed, best in the world, now he's gone to, we don't even know if he can challenge for his own title. Well, for the title that used to be his. Why? Because now the UFC is asking, and you know, Dana White is saying he's got to prove that he can make that weight cut. and prove that he can make it and make it successfully. What that means is he needs to take a fight with somebody that's not the champion and show that his energy level is up, that he can be himself while making that weight class. If he can't do that, then he needs to move up a weight class and talk to Jose Aldo, because he needs to go somewhere where he can fight at his best. As far as I'm concerned, that's his weight class. He should go up to Aldo's weight class. Aldo should go up to Pettis, and we should just have all these crazy fights start, because really exciting things will happen once we get Barao to go up and Aldo to go up. It's going to become amazing. Having said that, yeah, his situation is in flux when it comes to his own division. If he gets a new nutritionist, because he's going to defend the guy, but honestly, he needs a new nutritionist. These are 2 fights. First one, he was not himself. Obviously, the weight cut affected him. And in this fight, he didn't even make it to it. He needs to pay money for a good nutritionist. He doesn't need to get Mike Dolce, but you know what? It wouldn't hurt. And either way, we're going to see Renan Barao. He's still young. He's still a beast. And he's still part of one of the most exciting fight teams in the game. In the meantime, we'll see what happens. But Barao needs to get his stuff straight, because he didn't even get paid for this fight. He flew back home. I mean, probably changed his ticket to coach. Got to figure out how to pay everybody for his training camp. And now, what the heck is he going to do? We'll see. But the UFC obviously is not going to get rid of him because of this. They will look at him and tell him, you know, you're fighting somebody else. You're not going for the title. We can't have this happen again. Having said that, my name's Orlando for the Guy Blog. Let me know what you think that Renan Barao should be doing. Should he go up a weight class? Should he stay where he's at? Should he fight a heavyweight just to see if that works out for him? Yeah, I know, that's ridiculous. But, you know, what should Renan Barao do? The man's a little Tasmanian devil that can't make weight. I mean, it's not something that's been consistent with him, but obviously he's getting to that age where it's getting harder. So give me your thoughts. I'll read the comments. I'll respond to every single one. Yes, you leave 100 comments, you will receive 100 answers. Having said that, once again, my name is Orlando. Find the Guy Blog on Twitter, on Instagram, on Pinterest, on Tumblr, on everything. Orlando at the Guy Blog. If you want to reach out directly, if you want to DM me, feel free to do so. See you guys soon. Take care.